This is Irontrader. Now, this is the last call of the day, so we're going to take a look here at crude oil and natural gas. First of all, we'll take a look here at Tesla, TSLA. Now, remember, the API number for crude will be out today at 4:30, and the EIA report will be out on Wednesday at 10:30. Now, remember, also CPI number will be out at 8:30 on Wednesday morning, and then for the PPI number will be out Thursday morning at 8:30. Those are very, very critical, so you want to pay attention. Okay, at the end of the video, the support and resistance levels are posted for crude and natural gas. This video is for information purpose only, not a recommendation to buy, sell any stock, commodity, ETF. Please like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Okay, first on the docket here, we have the old Tesla. And you can see here we had a gap, and then we had a sideways action, another gap and go kind of a situation. And now we're rallying all the way up here to we got as high today as 409.73. Now, when we were way down in this area here, I said always look to the left of the chart, and this is where your upside resistance targets are. Okay, so when we're right here, I said we just come right on over here, and this is what we're looking for. Okay, and we're looking at 364.07. Obviously, we got there. We bring this one right across here. We had 384.29, obviously right across, and then we're looking for this target right here. Okay, you're looking at 402.67. Now we exceeded that a little bit, so I guess there's only one left, which is 414.50. Now we crack this open here, then it's going to be the 425 to 450, and then I think you're going to be heading towards the 0500 mark here. So let's just see how this is all going to shake out here. Okay, so right now here we are just going just parabolic up here. There's really no stopping the situation. Now, when you look at this chart here, eventually this will sell off, and I think she'll sell off pretty hard. Because what we have here is you have a high, we have a high, and then we have an even higher high, and we have a lower high. So we have a negative divergence going on here, and we're looking here, everything is above that 70 mark. It's just kind of a nosebleed situation. Okay, so just always remember that. But this is the market we're looking for, is this 14.50. Now, again, we got to see what the reaction is when it gets there, and I believe it's going to get there. Okay, probably within maybe this week here. Okay, so this is what you're looking for, 414.50. We got to see what the reaction is. Do you blow above, or do we just hit that mark and double top and come right back on off here? So this is going to be very, very critical, that 14.50. So just watch this. Now, downside here, well, obviously we can just follow the candles all the way on down here until we get down to that 370.83 mark here again. But I don't think it's any kind of a pullback to me in this kind of situation. I think it's just a buying opportunity. Now, he lost that so far, but they put an appeal in on that fee one to get paid $56 billion. That's a pretty healthy paycheck. And they turned that down. So again, it's on appeal, and that's where the market came off a little bit for him last week, but it didn't last very, very long at all. Okay, so right now what we want to watch is that 409.73, and then all that's left here is that 414.50 level. Crack above that, then it's 425, 450, and then I think you're going to head towards that 500 area. But remember, this stock is going parabolic here. So again, okay, when it ends, it's not going to end very well. Okay, let's take a look here now at crude oil and at natural gas. Okay, here we have crude oil, your daily chart. Now you can see here, we had the same situation we've been having all along here, okay? So what do we got here going, okay? So this is what we got, okay? So yesterday, we made a higher high and a higher low. Today, the same thing, kind of a situation, but you notice where it's closing is right here. This is right below this key 8 SMA at 68.40. Okay, that's going to be very, very critical. Now, again, if we can get back above that here, then we're going to have this 21 SMA sitting at 68.69. And then we can do is go to yesterday's high. You're looking at 68.88, and then we go look at today's high. Okay, you're looking at 69.06. But realistically, your target's going to be up here. If we can get above this and close above this, or even if you shoot up, this is what you're going to have is going to be that 70.36. Now, we look at this price channel, you can see here where it's not flattening off. It's just coming all the way on down kind of a situation. So we were right up here at this top of this candle at that 72.88. And then we came down to the bottom on top of this candle here at 72.25. And now what we are, we're right here at this level right here at that 71.51 level. So we got to see if this is going to go sideways or if it's going to keep right on coming down here. Now, you look at your 21-day and your 8-day, they're trying to go sideways, but you still have a downtrending situation going on here. So let's just see how this is going to shake out. RSI is not telling us much, right in the flat. And right here, look at, we got flat ski going on right here all the way through. So we have sideways action. So this here, when you see candles like this or like this, these are just trading candles. Okay, I jumped into UCO, boom, got out of the UCO. Now I am short Okay, I have a short position on, and I just scalped the long, just like we had today, because I had no confidence that we are going to go and blast right on up here, unless some kind of a war or something materializes on that order. Okay, but right now it's just not going to happen. Now here's the UCO. This is how I trade it. Okay, so this basically here is you can see here we got the old double top, the old sticky situation. They're pretty much the same way. Now this is very, very easy. So what I'm looking for is, if I'm looking for this 50-day here of the 70.36, I'm also looking here for that 26.60 level like we ran into last time. Okay, so it's the same chart. Okay, this is just the ETF. Now you got to remember, on these ETFs, this is a leverage ETF, so it rebalances every day, so it's not really true. But I just want to put it side by side for you here, so you get a good idea here on how it's just a scalping situation here on the long side. Okay, for me anyway, because I see the same thing as I see in the old Crude ski. So again, what you want to do is just watch that 8-day, that 21-day, and then we can get to that 50-day. That's probably where I'll be taking in the, you want to take it off here. Again, I'm flat here, and I'm going to trade today's candle, today's high, which was 69.06, and that low at 67.72 level. Okay. Now, again, if we start losing this area, then we're going to look at today's low, 67.72, and then we'll look to yesterday's low, 67.08, and then we'll look to the bottom here. This is 66.98, and then we have your 66.53 level here. But this here, you can see this is UCO. This is the one I trade here. It's very easy in, very easy out. That's good volume. And again, it tracks it very, very nicely, as you can see here. But again, it's a trading vehicle. Okay, let's take a look here now at natural gas. Okay, here we have the old natty gas daily chart. Now you can see here, it came right on down here, and it did the same as we had here before. So actually, UNG, I scalped the cold there. I got 1 point out of the KOLD. Okay, and then I put a little scalp ski on here, and I got 25 cents there out of UNG here, because you can see where it's rallying up. Now, you're not going to really see everything here on a daily chart, so that's why if you want to trade, use a tick chart, a 1, a 5, a 15. If you want to slow the trade down, you can use an hourly and a 4-hour chart, or, and then, but you always want to look at a daily, a weekly, and a monthly kind of chart. But we'll take a look here at the natural gas on a daily chart, and then we'll take a look at an hourly and a 4-hour chart, okay? So here's what we have. It came all the way down here, and we're holding this key level here, this 21-day at 3.11. We came down just a little bit below, so I said just watch this. So far, we hit 3.06. This is the level that we're looking for right here, which is 3.03. So actually, it held that support very, very nicely, okay? Now you can see where we're holding the 21-day, and we're just right above here, this 8 simple moving average at 3.159. Okay, so that's your downside. You watch that 8-day, very, very key. You watch that 21-day, that's very, very key. And then we watch today's low, okay? If that's lost, we just follow right here. You got 3.03. We have 3 flat, and then we have 2.97. That is going to be all your support levels. Okay, on the upside, we look at, obviously, at today's high, looking at 3.18 level here. We'll come over to the top of this candle here, looking at 3.27, and then we look at yesterday's high at 3.32 level here. So we got to see how this all shake out, but just watch today's candle, that high, that low, and then we want to watch that 21-day and that 8 SMA here. Now, this isn't telling us much here. The green is below your red. That just shows momentum. Got the downside. 54, we're flat ski in the middle. There's no divergences. There's no nothing here. So just watch that 8 and that 21-day. That is the key. Okay, let's take a look here on an hourly and a 4-hour chart. Okay, here we have your hourly chart. Now you can see here what we had the other day. We had that 2.97 level. It rallied around up here, but we did put in that another high. Okay, so this is why you want to just take a look at these charts also. If you're trading, if you want to spread it out a little bit. Okay, so what you have is that 297. So you have a low, and then we had this candle right here, which you had your 3.03, which would be just a little bit higher low, and then we had this 306. Okay, so you have a nice, good uptrending chart going on here. Okay, so now what we're looking for is the same thing. You're looking for that 3.18 level, which was today's high, and then we want to do is just keep on taking the price channels and bringing them right on over here until we hit all the way back to where we were at 3.0332 level. Okay, so that's how we want to trade this. So when we look at like a 4-hour chart, it gives you a little bit broader a range of what's going on here. So this is what we've had recently, which is right here, this on the hourly chart here. So let me just take this back. But if you take a look at this here, this was that that contract roll we had, and then it rallied all the way up here. We put a double top situation, and then we put this series of lower highs in here. But now you notice that where we have this double bottom again going here. Okay, so yeah, that's why I like natural gas, because it seems like it's always going to be in play. So when we rallied all the way up here, 3.32 here yesterday, we came right on off, but we're holding these two key levels of support. Okay, so now where do we go? We went right into that 100-day as we rallied up here at 3.19. We went 3.189. Okay, so now if we can bust that, here's your target is that 3.32. We get above all of that here, then we just bring this price channel right across, and there you go. You got 3.38. Then we just bring this right across here. Okay, you see you got a 3.45, and then we just bring a red across here. Okay, there you are. There's your 3.52 level, and then there's your 3.56 here. But always look for these patterns where you see a low, you see that higher low. Then when you see, as soon as I see that higher low, that's for me, it's time to take the trade kind of a situation. Okay, so this is actually looking not too bad here. And if you look at the daily, as long as we hold that 8-day and that 21-day, this is very good here. Take it higher. But this is how you do like on a scalping situation. Now you can use other charts. But again, this always seems to work out here if you want just a bit of longer term. Now, tomorrow I'll throw up some other charts there. We can look at a tick chart of 1 to 5 and 15, and we can see if I can show you, exactly what is on there. Matter of fact, we could take a look at it right now. Okay, here we have natty gas. You got a tick chart, you got a 1, a 5, and a 15-minute chart here. Okay, so you can see here, this is what we're looking for. Okay, what you do is you never buy it here on this bottom right here. Okay, see where it came all the way in there? It came down to 2.98. This is where you want to buy it. At 2.97, you retested it. And then when you see that green candle, that's the time that you want to take this up here. Okay, always on that retest situation. Then she rallied up very, very nicely. And this is where I take it off because I see the 200-day sitting right above it. Okay, and then you can always wait for another opportunity. Okay, and then what you do is what you want to do is just wait for that retest situation. It came on down and then it went all the way up here, but then you came down lower. But you notice that this lower price held that 2.97. So that's a good way to take this and just take it long kind of a situation. But when you get to the top here, just, if you want to short it, okay, that's what I do is I'll just take the short kind of a situation, but don't stay in those shorts there too long because this is natural gas. They don't call it the widowmaker there for nothing, okay? So when you look at here, like a 5-minute chart here, you can see the nice, easy double bottom here, and then you can just see how it just stair-stepping going all the way on up here, and now we're looking to retest that price channel up there at that 3.189. Okay, we're sitting at 3.181 now level, okay? So you can just see that. Now, if you want to broaden out a little bit, here's the 15-minute chart, and you can see here how nice and easy this is, where it comes all the way down. You don't take that candle there. You wait till you get that green candle, that higher low, that retest there. You wait for the green candle. Then you can take that bad boy up again here, okay? So you always watch that 8-day. If that 8-day is lost, then you look to that 21-day. Now, if you lose that 21-day here, this is where you can put a stop. I usually put like a break-even stop or maybe just a little bit less. But when you have that 21-day, as long as that holds it, then you're still good because you've got to remember natural gas is going to be volatile. It's not just going to climb right on up here, okay? So always watch these key levels here. So I just used basically your 8, your 21-day, your 50-day, 100-day, and 200-day on every chart. And it all works the same. It just depends on how fast you want to trade. You want to trade as fast as a tick chart is, a 1, a 5, a 15-minute, or hourly and 4-hour. But always look at the daily for your big time resistant levels and your support levels, okay? Because that is what you're really trading against. But this here is like for a trading situation. Okay, that's what I got for you, and I'll be back here tomorrow morning, and we will do it all over again. Thanks for watching.